Hello! So it's the weekend! Yay, I hope you have had a fantastic week. Just checking that we are live. Yes, we are all live. So today is really exciting. I am looking forward to it because we're doing a main quest. We're doing Here Lies the Abyss, which is one of my favourite quests in Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last couple of streams we've been building up power so that we have enough to do this quest. So now the time has come. Hi Phil! How are you? How has your week been? Are you back home? So yes, it should be a fun, I'm hoping it'll be a fun stream today. So previously in this quest we met Hawk, Varric's friend.
Law has asserted itself.
We'll see.
And she introduced us to Stroud.
If no one else will do it, someone has to.
We'll see.
And now we're going to continue. Back home, left at 3:30 AM, got here at 9:30 AM. Wow. You must be quite tired by now. So yeah, that's a very early start. Gosh. And I got up at like 8 and was annoyed about it. I've also cut all the grass, so now I'm relaxing, looking forward to this quest. Oh, yay, so you have had a busy day. But yes, now you get to just watch the Inquisitor running about for a bit. It's a nice afternoon, a nice Saturday afternoon, hopefully. Oh, I have an Inquisition perk. I should do something else for dialogue. If I go quiet, I might have fallen asleep. Okay, cool. Maybe something dialogue based, because we like those, don't we? But then this is the next one probably to get, and I can't imagine that I would know that stuff, although Solus has been giving me lots of information. Let's see. We have all of the knowledge, I think, apart from the arcane knowledge. So let's get arcane knowledge, a detailed study of magic and the places and creatures that interact with it. Let's acquire this. Okay, and now let's do Here Lies the Abyss. But first we have some reports ready.
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow,
Let them finish talking.
as you can imagine.
Despite their intent to craft a political entity to oppose us, these noble families are too embroiled in their own conflicts to even acknowledge us. We have acquired some additional trading partners who are tired of waiting for a winner to emerge. And we've got some gold, yay! I guess we should probably get all these reports and then give people some tasks to do. Inquisitor, well that was bracing. A pitched battle with evil mages disguised as kitchen servants, fireballs flying and swords flashing. It brings back old times. I won't be eating anything coming out of those kitchens for a while, let me tell you. I wonder if they were going to poison me, nasty little cultists. Anyhow, I'm grateful for the Inquisition's help. We wouldn't have found them without you. King Alistair Theron. Yay! And we have a Ferelden Medallion of Service and Influence, which is good. We want influence for the next main quest. Gain Orzamar's friendship. Our emissaries have returned. Orzammar has pledged to our cause some of the most formidable warriors from the Legion of the Dead. According to the king, they are veteran Darkspawn hunters, absolutely fearless. The king also graciously offered to share Orzamar's wealth. He recognises the threat Corypheus poses. And we have a sigil. Yeah, best to do all the admin before embarking on the quest. I agree. Let's have a look at some things. Escape routes, that might be good to do. Power for a price, that might be good. Maybe we should do this one because it's for Vivienne. Words cannot express my gratitude for your gracious hospitality at Skyhold. After the events at Haven, one can hardly go anywhere in the Empire without hearing the word Inquisition. I should be glad to have some facts to add to the wild rumours. I am as grieved as you to hear of the vicious slander being spread. Justinia V was the best of us. It pains me to think that others would pollute her legacy in such a manner. I travel to Valforet soon. I shall ensure my cousins know the truth of this matter. Sincerely, Comte Renaud de Maurier. And Josephine, now that he's been here, we should talk to the nobles he's been seen with and let them all know. Okay, let's do that. And it takes 3 hours, so that's good. Good to do a long...
Inquisitor?
Good to do some long tasks since we're going to be doing this main quest for a little bit. Locate the missing Seekers. Cassandra wanted that. The attack on Haven showed that Corypheus corrupted and controlled the Templar Order. This should have been impossible under the watch of her fellow Seekers, but they and particularly Lord Seeker Lucius are nowhere to be found. Have they vanished, or, as Cassandra believes, was something done to them? With effort, the truth may come to light. Leliana. And then Liliana, the Seekers have many secret hideaways, according to Cassandra. These would be the first places agents should search. Let's do that.
Let's see what we have.
Yep, sorted for the length of the stream, exactly. And in the last stream, we got some new quests from people. So I think it's good to do them as well, just narrative-wise. And Crestwood's Mayor, that's probably also something good to do narrative-wise, because he ran away a stream or 2 ago. The Mayor of Crestwood left a letter confessing that he was the one who flooded the village 10 years ago. Then he disappeared. The Inquisition must track him down if it's to serve justice. Okay. Cullen, we already have soldiers on the road in that area. They'll hunt down the mayor. Great, let's do that. Hi, Melissa. Good to see you.
Work.
How are you today? Right. As Cullen said, to work. Let's do Here Lies the Abyss. Cost 20 and we have 34 power. Yay, let's do this. No more admin. Adamant Fortress has withstood countless Darkspawn attacks without falling. The Grey Wardens defending its walls are legendary warriors. To prevent Warden Commander Clarel from raising an army of demons, Inquisition forces will need siege machines powerful enough to breach Adamant's defences. Recommended levels 12 to 15. Great. I went shopping today for some summer outfits. That sounds good. That sounds good. I need to do that at some point. It's finally warm. Yes, exactly. Yay for summer. Although I've had to close my windows because my neighbour is power washing outside. Well, obviously outside, but outside the window. So that's kind of annoying. I'm sorry if you can hear it, but I had to close the windows, so it's going to get quite warm in here. So I might just be getting more and more shiny over the course of this stream, but it'll be fine.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately
Yeah,
for us,
only
that
winter
means it
and
was
summer
built
nowadays.
before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabers. They've already delivered the trebuchets.
That is the good news.
I don't have any fans in my room. It's going to be bad. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's not as warm as it has been. It's only going to be like 24 degrees today. So we should be okay. But yeah. I'm listening.
And the bad news?
Arimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden
Sounds
Commander
good, Cullen.
Clarel.
Sounds good. It's freezing in snow 4 weeks ago. Today it's almost 30 degrees. Exactly. Exactly. And thanks, Phil. That's good. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. This will be bloody. There's no other way.
So our plan is to lay siege to a legendary fortress filled with demons.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some wardens may be sympathetic to our cause.
The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
Let's do this, I guess. Have I read this already? Yes, I have read this already. Let's confirm the operation. We're on our way to the western approach. Oh, okay, I need to think. So, I've done this quest several times before. And dialogue-wise, we want Cassandra and we want Solus. And then, I guess, another mage. And if we're going for another mage, we go with Dorian. That's the rule. So, we've got Cassandra, Solus, and Dorian today in our party. Confirm. Yep, fun party, exactly. Yep, quite dramatic. We're thrown right into the action. Hey, hello, Laura. Right, oh gosh.
For the Warden!
Everything's purple. Oh dear. Good start, almost dead.
Pull back! They're through! All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
Don't take risks.
I'll be fine. Just keep the men safe.
We'll do what we have to, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. She's assisting them until you arrive.
I was just thinking that. I didn't realise I was only level 11.
There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold.
We'll see how it goes.
If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
I'm only on, like, easy. So, probably okay, but we'll see. Yeah, I didn't realise I was only level 11. Right, let's see where we go. Looks like we're going this way. Because it was recommended for levels 12 to 15. So, oops.
Kill that warrior!
Oh, there's some more. There's some more. I get distracted a lot. I often go into main quests way too over-leveled. I'm the opposite. I always tend to go on at the lowest possible. I get impatient to do like the main stuff. Let's get loot. Wow, suggested level 12 and I was maxed out level 50 in another game. Wow. I don't think I've ever got to like really high level. I'm always as low as I can be. It could be fun, Phil, but it could also be really repetitive if everybody just keeps dying. Right, let's have a look at the map. Crumbs, we've got so many things. We need to get to the battlements. Crumbs. Find Clavel. Or maybe I should save. Let's save. If I am likely to just keep dying, definitely be saving. Examine. Inscription upon a trebuchet stone in flowing formal script. All who walk in the sight of the Maker are one. An addendum underneath it, painted quickly and sloppily. Stick this in your tank lighting. Oh, there is an option to make enemies your level just for people like me. Okay, cool. That's true, I only have to level once. That was okay. Hi, Fiery Phoenix. Good to see you. The Inquisition is okay at the moment. But there's plenty of time for things to go downhill. I had a glitch here once.
Kill the blasted warrior! Brothers, can't you see? This is madness! It's no use!
Lots of
Their minds
hyenas at
are not
level
their
50.
own!
That doesn't sound very fun.
I have your back! Everyone just stay
I
back!
want loot. Yep, a little bit of a warden problem. But,
Keep your distance!
you are free. Fall back to safety.
The Inquisition is here to stop Clarel, not to kill wardens. If you fall back, you won't be harmed.
Alright, my men will stay back.
Okay.
We want no part of this. Deal with Clarel as you must.
Okay.
Well said. I had hoped some of the wardens would listen to reason.
There's Stroud. He was... I think he was talking then, but he kept going in and out of, Right. Excuse me, please, Solus. Yes, I am negotiating. And, the quote marks are necessary. That's my negotiating. Let's have a look. Stairs. I'm gonna get lost. How many times have I done this quest? I'm gonna get so lost. Yep. Let's stealth it up.
One down!
Well, that was okay. Let's get the loot. Optional, clear siege points. Ideally, I do want to clear the siege points. If I can find them. Yeah, I hope in DA4 there is some option for your companions to loot for you. That would be cool. That would be good. Ouch. We have the soaring music.
Clear the ladder! Our forces need a way up!
Don't run away from me. Ooh, auto loot sounds good. Don't run away.
I'm falling back!
Yeah, I always get annoyed when I run out of inventory space and then you just have to waste so much time. We have to get rid of this archer because he's causing all sorts of trouble. Just for the end.
Clear!
Okay, we've got one of the siege
press on ahead,
points.
your worship. We'll clear a path for the rest of our forces.
Thank you. Ooh, Cullen's reported in. I think we're a bit busy at the moment. If I can carry 100 weapons, there isn't any realism left, so why not allow near unlimited storage? It's true. Might as well just not have to worry about it. Right, which way do I go? Not this way, but there's loot here, so that's something. I'm doing so well I can't even walk down some stairs. Let's look at the map. I'm gonna get so lost. Auto loot with an auto sell mod would be good. Ooh, a door. This door is magically sealed. Doing and why am I doing it so badly? Don't normally have so much trouble getting lost around here. Limit your money just limits merchant's coin for selling. That was what I was missing. It's like, I'm sure there's a way around here that I normally go, and it was just there. I think we could use an auto find your way mod at the moment. Yep. The amount of times I played this and I just got lost. So good at this. Pathfinding. Would be good. This looks promising.
Blood mages! It's always blood mages!
Oh, hello, Hawk. Oop, let's go for this one. This is causing all sorts of trouble. Don't. There we go. Now we're all very near death. So I guess is let's get rid of you. Oh dear. Go on. Yay! Perfect. Just melted into the stairs.
Inquisitor, always a pleasure.
Oh. Keep them off me or protect my troops. What should we get Hawk to do? Troops, I guess.
Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this.
I'll keep the demons off them as best I can.
Thanks, Hawk. I'm not sure if the map has the character with a direction arrow, but I think DIR has. Yup. And there's the second Blackwall Amulet of Power here. Ah, the one you were talking about. I see. I'll just check that there's no loot that I've missed then. Right, we've got 2 of the 3. Let's look at the map. So there's where Chloral is. And here is where the siege point is. So can I toggle this? No, I can't toggle. Ooh, loot. Let's get the loot. Shield of the Anointed. Yeah, the hand-drawn maps from Art Design are nice. Another door. Main Bailey. Nice to get a supply cache somewhere. We found the round before the siege points. Oh well.
Fewer, thanks to you. Orc saved a lot of lives on the
Okay.
battlements, Inquisitor.
Supply cache
Not
is
all the
next.
wardens
Cool.
have stood against us. Make a willing, we may be able
There
to
we go.
reason with
This is the one of which you
Commander
speak.
Cullen will hold the path open for
Good.
us as long as possible.
Because we kept dying.
Our forces are ready when you are.
So, let's, I guess... Oops, everybody's here now. Actually 2. Cool. Looks like we've only done
Wardens!
2 of the siege points.
We are betrayed
Oops.
by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no
circles.
time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tavinta, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no longer serve the Wardens, then my blood will have to do.
It will.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Ooh. Am I gonna have to speak? Don't do this.
Clarel, if you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Ehrman wants.
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty!
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tavinta ally binds the mages to Corypheus!
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Clarel's faltering.
Bring it through! Please. I've seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself! Do not make me kill you to stop this madness!
If you tell that woman in Crestwood to join the Warden, she sacrificed here instead.
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Ooh, special. What's special? That could be useful. And that's... think of the Warden's legacy.
The Grey Wardens have a proud history. You stopped the Blight at the Silent Plains, at Starkhaven and Hunterfell, at Aesley and Denerim.
Nobility
This
perk.
world
Cool.
owes you a debt it can never repay. I would not stand against you if I did not know you were being misused.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally.
No, don't do that.
My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Clarel.
Come on, Clavel.
Help the Inquisitor!
Right. Let's attack. Too many people can't see anything. Ow. I think I didn't actually speak to the main Westwood in this playthrough. I think I just accidentally ignored her, so that would be why she's up here. Oh, no, I don't want to be in the middle of the bed. Don't want to be there. See, last time we left this one till last, and we all nearly died. So this time I'm going straight for it. Yana, that's a name. Yeah, I forgot. Accidentally forgot about her. We're just like chasing it around in a small circle at the minute, but I prefer that to it attacking us with that lightning thing. I feel like I should get out of this red bit though. Really gone now. Nearly gone. Yay!
How do we get out of here?
Clarel went that way. Care to wager whether
Okay.
she enjoyed meeting her new god?
Let's just see if there's any loot. Ow. Right, so this way I guess. There's that dragon. Get out of the way. Right, okay. Loot. Just in the middle of this fire. Any other loot? Whoops. I should probably run. Let's chase after Clavel. Hello. I always like that bit. Right. Let's continue. Go away, dragon. I froze, I got scared then.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens!
Laugh, demon.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch. All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served a new god.
I will never serve the Blight!
Clorel!
In war, victory. In peace, vigilance.
Where are we?
We were falling. If this is the afterlife, the Chantry owes me an apology. This looks nothing like the Maker's bosom.
No. This is the Fade. The Inquisitor opened a rift. We came through. And survived. I never thought I would ever find myself here physically. Look. The Black City. Almost close enough to touch.
I guess we would want his thoughts at this point.
This must be very exciting for you, Solus. Any advice you have on what exactly is going on would be wonderful.
What spirit commands this place? I have never seen anywhere like it.
The staff must
Not
hurt a
how
lot.
I remember the Fade either.
The first time I entered the Fade, it looked like a lovely castle filled with gold and silks. I met a marvelous desire demon, as I recall. We chatted and ate grapes before he attempted to possess me. Perhaps the difference is that we are here physically. This is no one's dream.
The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
Maybe? Or... No, I think maybe.
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
I love this
Well,
bit.
whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Eramond was using, and there could be others.
In our world, the rift the demons came through was nearby, in the main hall. Can we escape the same way?
It's better than staying here.
It beats waiting around for demons to find us, right? There. Let's go.
Let's go. why he always looks so pained.
This is fascinating. It is not the
is.
area I would have chosen, of course. But to physically walk within the Fade.
Supplies.
Concentrate on the task at hand, mage. There is nothing more dangerous than this place.
Ooh, everyone can
Thank
level
you
up.
for the warning.
Have you been here before? Any advice? He just said he hadn't been here before, so any advice?
Solus, you're the expert on this place. Anything helpful?
The Fade is shaped by intent and emotion. Remain focused, and it will lead you where you wish to go. The demon that controls this area is extremely powerful. Some variety of fear, I would guess. I suggest you remain wary of its manipulations, and prepare for what is certain to be a fascinating experience.
Right, let's level everyone up. Cassandra, what would you like? Blessed Blades. That would be good. Solus, Rift Mage. Veil Strike. I like that. Gonna run out of space in the battle menu. And Dorian, do you have... Let's get you a necromancer thing. Haste. That would be good. Excellent. And now let's save. Yep, everyone's the same way up. Right, let's go. Hastily written note. A letter by a burning candle, Maker give me strength. When the Darkspawn came to Denerim, I wept so hard that I could not see, but still I fought for you. When demons poured from the sky where the Temple of Sacred Ashes used to stand, my hands shook so badly that I could not aim my bow, but still I fought for you. When Corypheus and his archdemon destroyed Haven and killed my friends, I screamed until I had no voice, but still I fought for you. They are sending me to attack Adamant. They say that the fortress is defended by an army of demons, and the odds are grim. We cannot win, but our distraction, our sacrifice, may give the important people the chance to do what is necessary. My stomach is knotted, and I see dead friends from old battles reaching out for me every time I close my eyes. I am so afraid, Maker, but still I will fight for you, right unknown. Interesting. I prefer passive skills on companions. The AI can only handle about 4 active skills, so you waste a lot of skill points with too many active skills. Interesting. I never really thought about that before. I always just go for whatever looks real nice at the time. I don't think we are at the recommended level. I think we're still a bit low. Yeah, I think we're still on level 11. But only the end of this quest is the hard part. Yeah. I'm not sure Mount level 11 is the same as level 12, to be honest. But we'll just have to see.
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia. Most holy.
Cassandra.
Yeah, I'm a bit low. Cassandra, is it her?
Cassandra, you knew the Divine. Is this really her?
I don't know. It is said the souls of the dead pass through the Fade and sometimes linger, but we know the spirits lie. Be wary, Inquisitor.
I fear the Divine is indeed dead. It is likely we face a spirit, or a demon.
You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Really? How hard is it to answer one question? I'm a human, and you are?
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
How did you know my title?
The real Divine would have no way of knowing that I'd been made Inquisitor.
I know, because I have examined memories like yours, stolen by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens into making such grave mistakes? Its work.
I would gladly avenge the insult this nightmare dealt my brethren.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
It's just a recommendation. Weapon and an armor level is important. Okay. We might be cutting it fine, level-wise, but we might be okay. We'll just have to see. Sheer determination. Why do demons serve Corypheus?
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads. The nightmare has fed well.
How do we get home?
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
That is why I found you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part of you. Before you do anything else, you must recover it. These are your memories, Inquisitor.
Okay. Let's get my memories. Yep, the first thing my memories do is attack. Hold to recover memory, let's do it.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
So just don't stand in my memory.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
My memories tend to do the same thing.
What's going on here?
Now is the hour of our victory.
Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
Well, I didn't think it was Andraste. So I guess...
I never thought Andraste did this. I did this myself, through my actions. No maker required.
And now you may be certain. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Okay.
Something troubles you, Hawk.
I wondered if you might be concerned about the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions
Yeah,
led to her
paraphrasing is
death.
sometimes really bad.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to.
Right.
Could that truly have been the most holy?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with Justinia that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
No demon would have been so helpful without asking something in return.
I'm less concerned with her than I am with the nightmare she mentioned.
It is a fear demon, as I suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion.
Looks like we're attacking.
Save perhaps desire. Be wary. A nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
After what it did to my fellow Wardens, I pray we find some way to strike it down.
Just let them continue their conversation while we attack these things. A letter written in a shaking hand. Son, by the time you read this, the Darkspawn poison will have claimed me. We gave all at Starkhaven, and we bought time for the Wardens to slay the Archdemon. But when I smelled the corruption in my wound, I knew I would not live to see you again. Pyrrhus will want men to search the battlefield. He sees Starkhaven as rising to greatness, and the weapons of 100 dead Grey Wardens lying unclaimed on the ground will help him conquer the Three Marches. You must refuse. The battlefield is soaked in poison, and no speech, no bullying, no taunts about cowardice can change that. Anything that roams that battlefield now will die. Stall him however you must, and watch for the crows. Those birds have the good sense to fear the Blight. When you see them gather, then you will know that the poison is gone, and it is safe to search the battlefield for trinkets to satisfy Pyrrhus. I will not be here to guide you, son, so you must learn from the crows. They watch patiently, and they let their fear keep them alive. Please, I beg you, watch the crows and do the same. Sora. Right, let's continue. I'm going round and round and round. Starkhaven was a long, long time ago. Looks like more things.
Ah, we have a visitor. Some silly little girl comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from her shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
Any more? Yay, no more. First epoch. Ah. Good to know. Examine. The claws of Dumat. Master unveiled a new altar. It stands higher than a man, like a great statue, and great spikes jut out from its length, hungry for blood. Master calls it the Claw of Dumat, and says that the altar will help bring Tevinter to glory. I praised it, as was expected, and Master smiled. It was good to see him smile again. He has been fearful of late, vexed by the loss of her followers. He has met with the other priests, and in secret I have heard them discussing ways to return the people of Tevinter to the ways of the old gods, as is only just. He spoke to me later in the day and asked that I call him Corypheus, as it was the name he would take for himself after a ritual. Master, now Corypheus, told me that my people, the elves of old, were tied to the Fade, and that in order to carry out the will of Dumat, he would need to call upon the magic that lives in our blood. Corypheus told me to gather all of the elven servants and bring them to the western hall of our home at midnight. This is the hall where the Claw of Dumat is now kept. There are shackles across the top of the great altar, and pools lined with runes beneath the claws. I have sent my wife and children away, but have not warned the others. A few I may save. If I tried to save us all, we would only be killed in some other way, and others would die in our place. Master once laughed and joked. He could be stern, but he was not a cruel man. The weakening of the temples brought fear into his heart, and that fear has changed him. The cuts upon his arms are deeper and longer where he used his blood magic more often. He speaks to his wife little. He listens only to the voices in his dreams. It is almost midnight. The Claw of Dumat, great and spiked and merciless, is all my mind can see. I must gather the others. My family is safe. Corypheus will take me, but not those I love. Words somehow preserved in blood at the statue's base. Wow! That was interesting. And there's something for me to find over here. Flowers. Okay. Dragon Age is the 9th epoch. 9 epochs. This is something age. Interesting. This is good information because I didn't really know about all of this stuff. Right, I have a diamond here. Investigate. Fears of the dreamers, the freeholder. I watched the blight take my land. I had nowhere to go. I tended the fields as I had, even as my flock died and my family sickened, my body racked by pains and chills. I saw too late the poison that had crept into the land. In my fever dreams, the sickness covered the whole world, and I wept in fear for the family I killed of my foolish pride. Show me that this world survives. Show me that the poison does not take everything. I read that really poorly, but... Place the flowers, and now take... extra constitution. Yay! Calendar is 100 years is an epoch, so a century. We are 941 dragon, so 941 years, and the 9 and dragon mean the same, 41st year of the dragon age. Cool, this is good. Thank you so much. Right, where was I going? Is this where I've just come from? Eight epoch is blessed. Ooh, a mirror. Dexterity.
What are those things?
Ooh, spiders. Let's loot them. Like 847 blessed, it was the blessed age. So the 47th year of the blessed age would be cool. Ooh, another thing. Except from a journal. I went to Tevinter when I was a child. I remember dragon statues everywhere, big ones. I shivered as I walked between them, afraid they were going to bite me or breathe fire. My parents hushed me and told me the Magisters liked the dragons as a sign of their power. Dragons are beasts, mindless, terrible. The archdemon that comes with each blight is an offence to the Maker. We know all these things, but the Magisters don't care. And it is the same with the mages. So much danger, so much power in hands not ready for it, and the mages only wish to celebrate themselves. The Magisters are what the mages of Ferelden and Orlais want to be, our rulers holding us in terror so that we wonder if they will bite as we walk by them. I joined the Templars to keep such mages under control. I have killed many since the rebellion we all saw coming. Now the Divine wishes us to meet them at the Conclave and give them a chance to make peace. I will go, I will smile, but if the dragon statue looks ready to bite, I will strike first. I am not a child, and I will not be afraid. From the Journal of an Unnamed Templar.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city.
Don't listen
How
to him
could you
what?
expect to strike down a god? Isabella is going to die, just like your family and everyone you ever cared about.
Those were little fears. Tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And of course, they look like giant spiders.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
Well, that's reassuring.
Just let them finish talking. Each century they choose a name for some important event. So the Ninth Epoch, it was the return of the Higher Dragons. Okay, so Dragon Age, because of the return of the Higher Dragons. Excellent. The birth of fear. In an elegant script, you are too young to worry so, my child. Write your worries down here. All your fears are smaller once you have defined them, listed in a child's shaky hand. What if Darkspawn come back? Father said one day he'll die. Darkspawn underground, Darkspawn under our house. Darkspawn coming up from basement. The sun will die. Black bits on bread could be blight. Getting sick and dying from blight. Grey Wardens coming to make Father go back. Father dying fighting Darkspawn. Dark patch on Father's arm that he hides from Mother. Father says he hears music from a letter lying near a cluster of spider eggs. Ooh, crumbs. Loot. Oh, is that a thing? Is that a thing? No, it's just a light. I thought it was a thing, but it was a light. Let us continue. The core team for Dragon Age, the Dragon Age setting, came up with a calendar and everything prior to designing the game. Gosh, so much work has gone into this.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Okay, let's speak to the Divine.
We only have a short time. Ask what you must.
We need to investigate. We need to investigate all of the things. So we're going to be talking for a little bit. I hope that's okay.
You must know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
As must you. The answer lies in your memories. Lost to the nightmare when you last walked the Fade.
Or you could just tell me.
Would you trust my words?
That's where Thedas
Trust
comes from.
what you have seen.
Tell me about the anchor.
What can you tell me about this mark on my hand?
You already know how the mark came to be upon your hand. As for what it is the needle that pulls the thread, as well as the key.
I don't understand.
It is the needle that passes through the veil, as little else can. You are the thread, and it is the key that locks or unlocks a door to the Fade. It lets you walk in the Fade physically, and survive. Without it, Corypheus must find another way to the Black City. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without your death.
Is anything here real?
So, all of this is just a dream? Part of the Fade?
It is not just a dream. The minds of mankind are made real here. Their hopes, their loves, and their fears. What changes their world also changes this one. And yours are footsteps that move mountains in both. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous than you know.
Okay. Please tell me what you are.
So, can you tell me what you are?
I told you. I am helping you.
Yes, but are you her, or some kind of Fade remnant of her? Or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? Or all of them? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
I think this was an accident. Yeah, Hawk is stuck in combat animation. She's protecting me from my memories. I think this was an accident.
Seems like I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Or perhaps you were precisely where you were meant to be.
Just as the Maker intended, I suppose.
Perhaps.
You still haven't answered my
Stroud
question.
is as well.
What are you?
I am what you see. All other answers rests in you.
Okay. Why are you helping us?
Tell me why you're here. Why take part in this?
After heaven, I hid here. I watched quietly, learned what I could, and searched for some way to help. And then you came.
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and the Nightmare do an injustice to the world. You must stop them. Perhaps you were meant to stop them. Perhaps that is why I am here.
Tell me of the Nightmare.
I'd like to know more about the Nightmare.
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, it is because the Nightmare has taken them. Most people avoid their fears. It is simple for the demon to steal the darkest fragments. They forget, and it feeds. Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their fears. It almost sounds like the Nightmare is helping people.
Perhaps it was once. But now, it helps none but Corypheus. By his hand, it creates more fear and grows even stronger. In any case, robbing people of their fears is never a kindness. At best, it is a mistake born of compassion. Without fear and pain and failure, we cannot learn. We cannot grow. As you cannot grow until you recover all that was taken from you.
Okay, let's go and recover
We
it.
should keep moving.
Looks like more of our memories are over here. I'm going to save quickly. It is all very imaginative. I love it. I love how imaginative it is. Attack! Right, is that them all done? Let's recover some more memories then.
The demons!
The demons.
Ah!
Where were the other ones? Oh, there's the other one.
Go!
Go. There's a mistake in this map. There should be no red lyrium here. Ah, okay. Where's the other one? Investigate. Fears of the dreamers, the Grey Warden. I joined the Wardens to serve in glory. No blade could touch me, nor any claw pierce my armour. Still, I was fated by joining to die. Alone in the deep roads, the calling in my mind, I sat by the last campfire I would see, allowing myself one last night of terror, and cursed the fate that brought me here. Let it be my choice to have served and died. Let it be nobility rather than the dread hand of fate. Destroy my destiny, and let this be my decision. Game dev should hire me. I notice every flaw. Ah, there's the memory. Yeah, only if they actually fix
This
it.
is the
it's
breach
true.
back in Haven. That's how I escaped. The demons! Keep running! Ah!
Go!
It was you.
Poor Divine, yep. Hi, Matthias.
They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then you... She died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit?
Yep, you're very
You
observant.
don't say.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Are you her memory?
Are you a memory of the Divine? A reflection?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
How dare you judge us? You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion!
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. But you'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
They might still be useful. What if Corypheus conjures another blight? You never know.
Let's not take sides right now.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Inquisitor.
It's freezing.
The nightmare has found us.
Form up!
I'm with you.
Oh dear.
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the Fade.
We're filling the spider requisition. But I kind of forgot that the Fade is neither good nor evil. It's funny, Dragon Age is my very favourite game, but it's also one of the games that I play with the most, like, flaws. Whether that be glitches or just little things that are a bit weird. Yeah, aren't the spiders all like, sins or fears or something? Ooh. A hastily written note. A note left by a burning candle. Lunette, the breach is sealed and the war between the Templars and the Mages is finally over. All our fear and terror is finally ending as order returns to this world. I wish you could see the people celebrating at Haven. It is everything you would have wanted when you left for the Conclave. I will make your sacrifice a worthy one. What we do here with this fledgling Inquisition will shape all of Thedas. I will make you proud. Your flame will burn forever as a beacon of hope. Something is happening. The ground is shaking and the soldiers are running to the gates. Rest well at the Maker's side, my daughter. I will sing your memory again soon. Love, Eloise? Eloise. So are you saying giant killer spiders are evil? Right, let's continue. Is there another mirror or something? A letter? Letter in a child's simple writing. The door is open. Mother said to run. She said the Darkspawn were coming. She wanted me to go. The door is open. It was closed when I left. She said she would be right behind me. She said not to come back, no matter what. The lamps are lit all over the village, even during the day, to see through the smoke. Mother should be here by now, but the door is open. I'm going to look inside. Crumbs. Right, there's something around here. Probably going to be by a skeleton.
Warden Stroud, how must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction? When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
We're all down.
Maker's blessing will end this wretched beast.
Right. And now we have a diamond over here, which I guess is the flower thing again. Down here? Place. Tarot card. And take. Yay! Extra strength. Perfect. Spiders don't bother me, neither do rats. Giant killer of either worry me. Ooh, another mirror. We want a mirror. We like the mirrors, they give us things. Willpower. Perfect. Anything else around here that I can have? Something to examine. Whispers written in red lyrium. There's a red lyrium. We are here, we have waited, we have slept, we are sundered, we are crippled, we are polluted, we endure, we wait, we have found the dreams again, we will awaken. I never got why Nightmare speaks with Corypheus' voice. Giant spiders can't survive because of the exoskeleton. Nothing to worry about there.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
I mean, maybe, because, like, different people are seeing different things. Like, we're seeing spiders, but Cassandra was seeing maggots or something. Maybe the Nightmare is speaking in different voices, depending on who is listening. So maybe, like, the Inquisitor is fearing the... fearing Corypheus. The voice could be different for each. I don't know. It should be clearer anyway. Gravity knows and never forgets. Yep. You can always rely on gravity to help us out. That is an option, we fear Corypheus. Could be, I'm just like... I feel like if it was the case though, then it should be mentioned somewhere that they're hearing different voices. Ooh, a crystal. Corypheus is a boring villain. I think I should have gone down, but...
Vast, but that's a big one.
Ooh,
It wants our
crumbs.
fear. Deny it and it has nothing.
Right.
For the Maker!
Last time it worked best and I was right up close. So let's do that. Oh, there's two of them. Well, it's less easy to be right up close when there's two of them. Yeah, well, they changed the story mid-production after voiceover. That's true. That could be many reasons. Did we get them? Did we get them? Right, I have something to look for. Oh, loot. Yep, we have the laughing demons again. Oh, stuffed animal. So I guess this is to go over here. Investigate. Fears of the dreamers, the child. Haven is burned. Mama cries when I'm not looking. It's cold in the mountains and my feet hurt, but Mama says to hush that others have it worse. She says a monster named Corypheus came to Haven and it was only the Maker's blessing that let us escape. I don't feel blessed. The monsters come every night when I sleep and I don't want to make Mama crying again. I don't want to wake Mama crying again. I miss Sir Snort. Sir Snort always kept the monsters away in my dreams. Let's give you Sir Snort then. Willpower. Hi! Hi, disturbed pleb. Well, I mean... Oh. Prefer enemies that aren't evil. You can have enemies that don't care about you but must be stopped. I mean, I feel like the best bad characters, you know, like the evil characters aren't actually evil because they have some sort of... like, you can understand where they're coming from. I think those are the best sort of bad guys in things where you can kind of understand where they're coming from. And it's just like a way of trying to achieve it that you don't agree with, say. I think that's sort of the most interesting sort of bad guys in anything.
Look!
Oh gosh, supplies, let's get supplies. I've definitely used a potion. Right, oh, barrier. Right. Okay. One of them down. Let's go for this one. Oh look, another one of those laughing demons. These ones because they're getting a lot of ranged attacks on us. Ow. Hello, health. I knew there are 6 of us, I guess, so... Are we done? More something here.
I'm getting started over here!
They have their own agenda and don't focus on hate or revenge towards you. I like villains that redeem themselves, like Zuko. Cool. Oh, here's one of those I don't like. Oh, by the time I get there. Get to the rift to escape the fade. We're doing okay. Any more loot we can get? Any more loot? Usually stories end with the enemy stuck in revenge and dying because of it. Oh, let's follow the divine. But such stories are hard to write. Yeah. Thanks
You
for
must
the
get
follow.
through the rift, Inquisitor.
Vidal.
Get
Vidal.
through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
Oh, we're frozen again. We keep freezing. I don't like it. Ooh, supply cache. Don't mind if I do. Is there anything in here?
The rift! We're almost there!
We're not there yet. Stay alert.
Okay. I guess we're doing this, but let's save. Not necessarily, for instance, you can't make the Borg understand because they don't care about you. How hot is the PS4? I don't know, it's not actually in this room. So, fingers crossed it's okay.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I fell for you too.
But yeah, I was wondering about that. How hot the PS4 would get. Right, let's do this.
I grow fat on your fear.
Back, demon!
Just going straight for this. And ignoring the spiders. Oops. I'm not getting any
You are
purchase there.
nothing!
Right, now let's attack spiders for a bit. Oh dear, I just jumped.
Back me up!
Where are you? There he is. At the back there. Keep running away. That's the problem with being this sort of rogue. Very easy for things to just run away from me. Oh, I wanted to loot. Let me loot. Give me a little rest while I loot. And now I will go and help. And now we're gone again.
I'm injured!
You're okay, Cassandra, you're okay. You've got more health than the rest of us. Aspect of the nightmare.
You cannot stand against me.
And low. Let's... 4 health potions left. Let's go for these. Oh. This aspect of the nightmare.
Hurry!
This is here. Oh gosh. Guess I'll go for the spider then.
You will die in agony!
Oh, is this... Have we done a thing? Have we done a thing? Yay! We did a thing. Terror. Sorry, I've lost track of the chat a bit. PS4 is a great heating device for cats, especially with a flat surface. It's good to know that it has another use. Yeah, talking about giant spiders. We just can't get rid of the giant spiders. Yep.
We need to clear a path!
Go! I'll cover you!
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A Warden must...
A Warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Oh, this is the bit I don't like. This is the bit where I have to decide between two characters. I've done both in the past. So we have either Stroud dying to cover the escape or Hawk dying to cover the escape. So far the underleveledness is not showing. Yeah, I think I had it quite easy, to be fair. It can be a tough decision, yep. Yes, in a certain scenario, yes. I have it slightly easier. I mean, I feel like I would choose to save Hawk and let Stroud stay. But I also feel like my Inquisitor would do that as well. She has more of a relationship with Hawk. Yeah, I usually leave Stroud behind. I cannot leave myself behind. Yes. Yes. I have been Hawk. Hawk is my character. I feel like Stroud will be staying this time. Although I have left her before. But this time I feel like my Inquisitor would definitely... Stroud stays.
Stroud.
Inquisitor, it has been an honor.
Sorry, Stroud. They both want to stay. Yeah, I trust myself rebuilding the Wardens, yeah. And she's quite, what would you call it? She's... No, I can't think of the word. I'll think of it eventually and then I will finish this thought, but for now, let's just, continue playing. We are Hawk, yep. Hawk is us in Dragon Age 2. Right. Ooh, a superhero landing. I never liked the game, that would be an easy decision.
She was right. Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free and Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
What matters?
They came out of this alive. As far as I'm concerned, they can tell whatever stories they like.
That's how legends get started. Or at least that's what Varric always says.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared.
Good.
The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons.
We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Stroud?
I think we're going with this one, not that one.
Warden Stroud died striking a blow against a servant of the Blight. We will honor his sacrifice, and remember how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens, even as Corypheus and his servants tried to destroy you all from within.
Inquisitor, we have no one left of any significant rank. What do we do now?
Right. Either the Grey Wardens help the Inquisition, they may be vulnerable to corruption, or the Wardens are banished from Orlais and they do not help the Inquisition. Again, I have done both in the past. But I mainly do this one, because my thought is that it's probably safer to have them close to us. So, the Wardens are going to help the Inquisition.
You stay and do whatever you can
deal with
to
the
help.
disapproval from Solus and
Stroud
Cassandra.
died for the ideals of the Wardens. In war, victory. And we are still at war. Do you believe the Wardens can still help?
I do, your worship.
You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori. But there are plenty of demons that need killing.
After all that, you give them yet another chance?
While they do that, I'll inform the Wardens at Weishaupt what's happened. Best they not get caught off guard.
She's critical of the Wardens.
Thank you, your worship.
That was the word.
We will not fail you.
Which can be useful, I think, in rebuilding them.
Good luck with your Inquisition. Try not to start an exalted march on anything. And take care of Varric for me.
Bye, Hawk. Yeah, it does seem like everybody has quite strong opinions on characters. I respected him for his efforts to take down the throne. Sad he picked his country over love, though. This is Loghain, right? Right. That was fun. We did it. Even with our slightly too low level. I was getting a bit worried towards the end. I didn't do all of
Send
them.
me one final report. She's on her way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
Ooh, let's capitalize on this. I want to do that.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
What are our plans there?
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
Well, I don't think I have enough power yet, so let's do that.
I'll go as soon as I am able.
Good. Cullen, Josephine and I will discuss the best way to gain an audience with the Empress. Speak with us when you are ready.
Great.
What was she like?
Oh.
Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
So I'm using PS4 Play to get the content from the PlayStation to my Mac, and then I'm using OBS to just broadcast the window that I'm using PS4 Remote Play on. So I use PS4 Remote Play quite a lot when I'm not streaming as well, because other people use the TV that the PlayStation is attached to, so I can play PlayStation on my computer. So that's how I do it. It's not the easiest way. It would be easier to use like a graphics card thing, but that's what I do. She was at peace.
She seemed calm. serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry, I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind.
Poor Leliana.
Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further.
Yes, Leliana, let's.
Thank you.
Right, oh, now we're on level 12. Now we're on level 12. It works really well. Good. I'm glad that it's working okay. Right. Yay! Let's power up then. Oh, we got more power. Let's see how much power we have actually, because we need 30. We're going to need to do some quests before we get to go to the ball. But we shall go to the ball. Let's get things. What shall I have this time? How much space do I have? I have one more space for an actual main ability. I've got all of them. I could get something... Evasion. I always cheat in the next quest, but I play on PC. I really like the next quest. It's really... There's so much to do, but I mean, there's so many things to think about when you're playing it, which I really enjoy. I feel like I should get this one since it's a rat. Right, anybody else have any points? Cassandra, would you like something? Maker's Will. Crumbs. Sarah has loads. Let's just do it all now. Let's do it all now. Oh, not enough Hela statues. Oh, that's interesting. I ignore the purely loot doors. I just mean quest decision doors. I get you. What shall we get, Sarah? Evade. And ambush. Why not? Dorian has 1 point to spend. Ooh, we haven't got one of the oh yeah, we have got Necromancer. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Black Wall. This is weapon and shield, so that's what he uses. So let's do this. Battlemaster. I don't like that one though, but... Fly. Assassin. I want to see more of the assassin things. A knockout bomb. Gaps in the armor. Perfect. So I feel like we've got an hour. So I think first I'm going to talk to everybody in Skyhold because I imagine they're going to have things to say, and also we have a few people that we need to get approval from because we just greatly disappointed them with our choices with regards to the Wardens. And then after that, maybe we should do or start another quest so that we can get enough power to go help Empress Celine. That's my thought. If everybody is okay with that. Thanks for following, Wolfrunner. Welcome. Solus, what do you want to do? Restorative Veil. Excellent. let's do that. Any word on a new Dragon Age game coming down the pipeline? I love Dragon Age 2, not this one so much. Interesting. Dragon Age 2 is my favourite apart from this one. This is my favourite, but Dragon Age 2 is second. DA4 is end of 2020. DA5 is 2 years later. Oh, good. They made parts of this game too hard. We could give... What shall we give Varric? I like Artificer. Hail of Arrows. Wonderful. Crafting mainly. Yeah, I tend to ignore crafting after a while, or just not do it so much. Iron Bull. What do you want? Let's give you a Blood Frenzy and Terrifying Fury. Actual game development, spring 2019. Until then it's just core team and story art. This is good information. Thank you. So, not long to wait, I guess, for more Dragon Age. Only a couple of years. Right, let's save. Right, we need to talk to people. Shall we talk to Liliana? Can we talk to Liliana? She's just sort of standing. She's just sort of standing there. Let's go. Let's turn in research items, because last time I accidentally got rid of them. Perfect. Right, let's talk to... Oh, Dorian is speaking to...
Oh,
What's going on here?
It seems the revered mother is concerned about my undue influence over you.
It is just concern. Your worship, you must know how this looks.
You might need to spell it out, my dear.
This man is of Tevinter. His presence at your side, the rumors alone.
Rumors do tell.
Oh. I'd like to hear what these rumors are exactly.
I could not repeat them, your worship.
Repeat them? So you've shared them before?
See, I meant no disrespect, Inquisitor. Only to ask after this man's intentions. If you feel he is without ulterior motive, then I humbly beg forgiveness of you both.
Well, that's something.
Are you okay?
She didn't get to you, did she?
No, it takes more to get to me than thinly veiled accusations.
You don't think she'll do anything?
Do what? Yours is the good opinion I care about, not hers. I should ask, do the rumors bother you?
There will always be rumors.
Why should it bother me? Everyone's talking about the Inquisition.
That's good. I'd hate to think I brought you any grief. Perhaps it's odd to say, but I think of you as a friend, Inquisitor. I have precious few friends. I didn't think to find one here. Don't speak. I detest confessions, and I'd like to get this over with. Allow me to say I'll stand beside you, against Corypheus, my countrymen, or spurious rumor, so long as you'll have me.
Thank you, Dorian. So they do all story art, quest design and everything, then they make it into a game because the team's artists are busy with other games until then. Interesting. Giselle is... Yeah, this bit, Giselle does seem out of character. I agree. It's true. I've never really thought about it too much anymore because I'm like a big Dorian fan, so I quite like his side of the plot. But it's true. It doesn't quite tally with what when we met her before. Where's Solus? Ah, there you are. Come on, Solus.
Hello.
Hello. Tell me more of yourself.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself in your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Okay. I'd love to be involved in writing a game, but I hear there's a lot of pressure put on you a lot of the time. Yeah, it does seem a very stressful environment. And there's always going to be bugs and stuff as well, isn't there? A lot of time constraints. Deadlines.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
Thank you. I don't quite understand that one. Thank you.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Of course she did.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade.
Consistency.
I was frustrated,
biggest
frightened.
issue.
The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
You didn't? Or where to? You didn't.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
Ooh. Okay, we're going.
Felt the whole
going down
world
this
change.
bit.
A figure of speech.
I'm aware of the metaphor. I'm more interested in felt.
You change everything.
We're going.
Sweet talker.
We shouldn't. It isn't right. Not even here.
What do you mean, even here?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
We're romancing Solus. I want the drama. Yeah, biggest issues in video game franchises like consistencies more than in movies or books. It's true because the world's so vast. Right. Now we need to talk to other people. Just gonna look at the map quickly because it looks like we have a quest. Oh, it's just these quests. Yeah, players dive into the world of a video game. They live it. They're actively involved. In books and movies, you're the audience. 'Tis true, 'tis true. So if you change something, players won't like it. Yes, you get very invested in games, in the story in games. One of my favourite things about having started gaming is that I have more control over like character and choices and things, and I love it. Ooh, we get to sit in judgment in a second. Let's save quickly. Right. Sorry, I just wanted to check what was happening. Should probably put some stuff in the storage chest as well. Maybe this would be a good way to end the stream with a nice wander around Skyhold. Shall we sit? Shall we judge the prisoner?
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
A grim and serious matter.
Many places felt the pain of adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear. Not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground ye trod in your pathetic life. I served a living god. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Well, let's definitely not do that one then. Wardens. There's some poetry in that one.
Although willing, there is a group you have wronged more than any. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium. The Wardens can have you. Let them take your head if they want it.
Their petty justice or yours, it matters not. Truth lies in the next world.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit too much to give them another outfit. Is there anybody else to judge? It looks like there is. Let's judge again. Getting the hang of this.
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
Yeah, might have been too complicated. Not a request made lightly.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing. except be an example of the cost.
Right. Not public humiliation. I don't want to jail her. Good. And I don't feel like... deep roads? Maybe deep roads. They always need people.
You feel your life is over? There's a place for such wardens. Saruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
I sent her to the deep
This
roads.
sends no message.
Cool.
This is just... an end.
Yeah, I think I've always either sent her to the deep roads or said, I cannot judge you, maybe? Anybody else to judge? Nope, looks like we're good. Let's go to the Undercroft quickly and get rid of some stuff. First, let's sell some things that we won't need. Right, we need them. Let's get rid of this. And that. And that. And that. And that. But I think we need the spider stuff.
A forge like this, who needs the view?
Yeah, I wanted to be doing, I don't know, something useful, I guess. Right, let's do this. Inventory. Examine. What will we not require? Probably don't need that. Or that. Or that. Ooh, it looks like we've got some new armor to give to people. Right, so we have 40 out of 75 at the minute. Let's get rid of some armor as well then. Mage armor. And then medium armor. Get rid of that one. And that. And then heavy armor. Get rid of that one. 35 out of 75. Probably okay for now. Yes, distribute the loot. Yes, exactly. That's true, actually. We should distribute, and then there might be some more stuff afterwards that I can get rid of. Right, weapons. Anything for me? Nope, I've already got the best I can have. Cassandra. Can she have a better shield? Ooh, yes. Which one? That one or that one? This same one seems more Cassandra. Let's go with that. You can sell ore sigils, it only wastes space. Okay. Sarah. Got the best longbow. Dorian. Bloodwake. Give Dorian Bloodwake. Blackwell. Can have a better shield as well. He can have the shield of the anointed. And we have more daggers here. We have a better dagger for Cole. Maybe Solus would be better to have this one, because his is a bit weak. And then Vivienne can have that one. Varric is keeping Bianca. Iron Bull is fine. Armor. Shall we see if there's anything better? Not for me. Or Cassandra. Sarah can have much better armor. Oh, I forgot about helmets. Crumbs, that's a bit dramatic. See, mind you, Dorian is quite dramatic. Cole can have better. Again, quite dramatic, but it goes with his hat. You can see what they were trying to do if Sigils, it just went a little wrong. Not a fan of Sigils. Vivienne. Ooh, that looks so... that's so fancy. Whoops. Looks like Sola still has the weird griffin robes. Let's yeah, I think Solus is best in the griffin robes for now. That looks more Varric. Iron Bull. No, that doesn't work for Iron Bull. Okay, now we have accessories, and there are people without accessories, so let's give people. Dorian. Blackwell. Oh, Vivienne has nothing. Belt of melee defense, but that's not going to be very useful for a mage. Any rings for Solus? Nope. Varric. Okay, let's go with that. I get chops like that when I fall asleep in meetings. Right. 31 of 75. Let's go with that for now. Anything else I should do around here? Probably not.
Not trying to step
Let's
on
go
your
talk
toes,
to people. See what they have to say about what we've been up to. Everyone is looking pretty snazzy now. Good. I'm glad you think so. Right. Josephine next. If I go through the right door.
Now this is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
What did Zerblack...
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
Ooh, a stunning hat.
I must
cool.
explain something first about the Montiliers' fortunes. My family made their fortune as traders in Antiva, until a scandal exiled us from Orlais some ages ago. It devastated our finances. The Montiliers have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
You don't seem poverty-stricken.
Debt or no, you appear to be surviving.
That isn't enough. A disaster could wipe us out completely. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest.
I like the sound of this secret
It's
quest
just-
item.
It is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Can I help?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost
Jump on a
solved
rock
our
50
problems.
times. Wow.
For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montiliers as landed
That's
traders
quite the
in
Easter
Orlais.
egg.
We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royeaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Who would go to that trouble?
Who hates the Montiliers enough to do that?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royeaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will that get him?
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor.
I am good at
Allies
jumping,
and
yes.
rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
If it helps, I'll go.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means... you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Okay. Meet with Josephine in Val Royeaux. Let's do that. Quest map. So we're going over there. So let's go. Who should we take with us? People that we don't normally take with us, I would suspect, would be good. Let's take Black Warlock for a spin. And Vivienne. And Cole. Why not? Let's confirm them all. Vivienne. Good, we've got Vivienne. We are as one. Political quests are best with her. Interesting. Would she be good for the Empress Celine one, then? In that case. Interesting party, yes, very interesting party. Let's go. Now this is the part where I get
Disaster
lost.
is what it is, and you know it.
Theirs were not the only houses affected by the loss of Haven.
The land is only part. The girl has
Examine.
run off to the Inquisition.
A calling deeper than death to a name.
The Pomme V. M. Mort. The apples nearest the cafe are said to change their taste depending on whether one is walking toward or away from the gallows. And of course they do, for taste is subject to the whims of the heart, and no meal is favoured after tears. But dare it anyway, for none know the taste of joy such as we who do not shy from experience. From our Orlesian heart, by formerly Sister Lordine. Right, let's look at the map, because I always get so lost in Val Royeaux. I like her character. I don't like what she actually says, but I like the portrayal of her character. Yes, I would agree, actually.
Good morrow, Val Royeaux.
They'll appoint a new divine soon. One will make you
What was,
stand up for
there was
us
something
instead
over
of
here.
protecting your own.
If you empty out the coffers of the nobility,
The summer home of Messer Glubs. A seasonal home for the childhood pet of the twin sons of Empress Yvette. The nature of Messier Glubs remains unknown, save that he was a gift from a Rirani ambassador, and he was eventually released to the sea after taking the hand of a sluggish page. Quite the tongue twister, I could not speak. Could not speak at all. Right, let's go to Vivienne.
Do you know where this
Josephine?
noble
I meant
wanted to meet
Josephine.
us?
I do. The Comte Boisvert invited us to his mansion, not far from here.
I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Let's go.
Lead the way.
That was a tough read. I'm pretty sure I got none of the words right. Sometimes that's the way. Oh, that is a lot of investment. No armor or weapons doing such quests. I'm too lazy when I play. I'm too impatient. But that's really cool that you do that. 'Cause it must seem
Welcome,
more realistic.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Bover.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
This seems dangerous for you.
I hope helping us doesn't endanger you.
Hardly. Even a brush with someone as well known as yourself can become a great asset in Valroyo. Giving you the identity of those who murdered Lady Montily's messengers seemed the least I could do. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
You could be in danger.
They're not just after your messengers, Josephine. They'll try for you, too.
I am afraid so, yes.
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Valroyo. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
I'm way worse in other games. I choose different outfits in snow or desert areas, although it makes no difference. That's pretty that's pretty cool. I like that. But the contract's ancient.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary. By its standards.
What's the plan, Josephine?
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine?
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Don't move.
The House of Repose has some nerve sending a killer to greet us.
Hardly anyone in the League isn't trained for this, Inquisitor. The contract on Lady Montilier's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Go then.
Good day, your worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
In a way, Orlais is based in France and Ferelden is based on England prior to colonial age. Interesting.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Okie dokie.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Poivert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
Great, let's go to Skyhold. Wonder if everybody's going to have a little cut scene when we speak to them. Yeah, there's not really much point in having the other three. Although if it leads to a battle, right, who else do we need to speak to? Shall we go... Where are we? Right, let's go speak to Cassandra. Actually, let's save and then let's go speak to Cassandra. We'll speak to everyone and then we'll finish off
Stefan
today,
finally
I think.
died. It was a blessing, really. He's been in so much pain since Haven.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece?
I haven't his talent for blather. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
And the way she writes, she will have serious headaches later. That's a good idea.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
Ooh, approval.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her, yet even so.
I don't know either. Well, I don't know either.
I don't know the truth any more than you do.
Sadly, unanswered questions make for poor reading. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Okie dokie. And now we're up here. And trapped. There we go. Let's leave. So, now where are we? Let's go speak to the people who are in the pub. Whoops. Excuse me, sir.
Oh. Grey Warden. I see.
Again. Again.
If someone is in doubt of herself,
Come
you can't
on!
pronounce it, you have to
This
apply
is
the
why the
question.
Queen doesn't
Psych
like women
101.
fighting.
I should have asked Cullen.
Good one. Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Hit him.
All right.
And a brewer.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
This helps you.
So we're working out your fear with a stick.
Less talking, more hitting.
Quite right.
Piece of feed, piece of crap! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
You're welcome. Sometimes if you chat with Cassandra, her clone is behind her training. That's funny. You're okay?
Are you sure you don't want to talk about it?
We just did.
Yes, working out his fear is clearly enjoying it. I feel like I walked in on something. So, back to the pub. Second time. And the door's open, and now we go.
Our heroes
Whoops.
strode the
Oh,
winding road, defiant of the vile.
Terrible, I can't
Uncertain
walk up the
pause
stairs.
for home and cause when met.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool.
Sarah.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
Seeing is believing.
It's hard to describe.
Disapproval.
Guess you had to be there.
No friggin' thanks. Some people are still there. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache there. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
What do you remember?
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or I don't
Thanks
know,
for the
maybe they
follow.
didn't.
The hero of Ferelden.
Welcome.
You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the Adamant ones. Need more like him.
If you're in a relationship with Sarah, she will shoot you now with her bow. She's the only character that shows any emotion about the relationship. What I think one time when I'm playing, I'm definitely going to romance Sarah.
I see.
I never get very good approval from her.
I hope it's not me.
Right, let's speak to Cole.
Of course.
No. But you like demons! I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings.
It isn't abuse, if I ask.
Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
What's wrong?
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe.
I feel like so would be interesting.
If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages, and then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
Vodka gin. Investigate. What if binding changes you?
Isn't it extreme for Solus to bind you? What if that takes away the part of you that makes you, you?
Helping makes me who I am. I help the hurting. That is what I do. All I do. Am. Me.
And if binding you erases your mind? Your consciousness?
You wouldn't make me hurt innocent people. I don't want to hurt innocent people again.
We'll protect you.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summon from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
That sounds
good. They will not take me.
So it's quite easy. She hates herself, so she hates everything elven or anything an elf would like. Okay. Maybe I'll romance her when I'm not an elf. Right, I guess next is Cullen, and then it's Varric, and then I think Vivienne. We haven't done Vivienne. Oh, we need to speak to Josephine again, apparently. Okay, well let's do that after Vivienne. We need to get an amulet. Cullen.
Gloat all you like. I have this one.
Are you sassing me, Commander? I didn't know you had it in you.
Why do I even... Inquisitor.
Leaving, are you? Does this mean I win?
I remember you telling me about Asunder. I'll have to look it up. Having fun?
Are you two playing nice?
I'm always nice. You need to come to terms with my inevitable victory. You'll feel much better.
Really?
Cullen's always
Because I
stressed.
just won. And I feel fine.
Don't get smug. There will be no living with you.
I should return to my duties as well. Unless you would care for a game.
Yeah.
Prepare the board, Commander.
As a child, I played this with my sister. She would get this stuck-up grin whenever she won, which was all the time. My brother and I practiced together for weeks. Oh, the look on her face the day I finally won. Between serving the Templars and the Inquisition, I haven't seen them in years. I wonder if she still plays.
You have siblings?
2 sisters and a brother.
Where are they now?
They moved to South Reach after the Blight. I do not write to them as often as I should. Ah, it's my turn.
Play fair.
All right, let's see what you've got.
This may be the longest we've gone without discussing the Inquisition, or related matters. To be honest, I appreciate the distraction.
Me too.
You can't be serious all the time. Well, maybe you can.
Yay.
I believe this one is yours. Well played.
Now where am I going to be? Ah, there we go. A letter. Dear Mia, I'm still alive, your loving brother Cullen. Honestly, is it so difficult? We thought you were dead again. If the Inquisition was not on everyone's lips, we would never have heard that their fine commander survived Haven. We've been hearing strange things about the Templars lately. I am not sorry you left them. I thought your resignation was implied when you joined the Inquisition, but you meant something more, didn't you? But it's a fool's errand asking you to stay safe, but please try. Your loving sister. See how easy this is? Mia. Great. Let's go. Is it this way? Let's speak to Varric. If he's there. Yeah, he's there.
I knew Stroud, you know, not well. He led the Wardens near Kirkwall. Not many people knew who he was, but the man was a hero when it mattered. He wasn't the first good man to fall to Corypheus. He won't be the last. This story's no good for heroes.
You must be glad that
That's
Hawk
right,
made
I
it
was
back in
there.
one piece.
Yep. Closest thing I've ever seen to a miracle there. Hawk asked me to tell everyone back in Kirkwall where she's going. Baker's breath. Isabella's going to be furious. I'd better write some letters. Excuse me.
Okay, so... Ooh, read. There's something to read. Way of the Artificer. Ah, that's the thing that's the other book we were looking for. We found 2 of them. What can this be? To ask that question is prove oneself a craftsman, one who looks upon the raw and wonders what it can become. The Artificer is not of that ken, for she will look upon the same resource and wonder not how it can be elevated, but how it can be made to serve. There are no more words necessary. Okie dokie. Right. Will this door take us?
We can't fight the god.
Another completed work of
The elder things
whatever
of
they
the
used to
god.
call it.
Nope.
Is Darkspawn.
I always
They
pick the
make us
wrong
know
one.
Darkspawn.
But they say that's why he cut the sky. To claim the throne.
That's not
You're
the right
telling
door.
me gods fight like owls? Sounds like
That's what we're after. Vivienne. Josephine. I think that's it.
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
Let's get a better angle first. Let's tell her.
I had visions. Echoes of what happened to me the first time.
Blackwall.
The Divine was there,
Thank you.
or something like her.
And the Quartermaster.
Manifestations of your own mind, perhaps. Or external memories awakened by your presence. I suppose there's no way to tell. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right now.
Let's go. Thank you for reminding me. I think this is the second time you have reminded me that I've missed somebody. So thank you. Let's quickly go and speak to Blackwell, and then we'll go and speak to Josephine and the Quartermaster. He's the one in the... like that basement area, right? Sorry, Blackwell, I didn't mean to forget you. Don't run away.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped it.
We stopped him.
Ooh,
We saved
approval.
most of the Wardens.
But not all of them.
It does take
and
a
they
long time
died
to chat
thinking
to
they were
everyone.
doing something good.
Especially if you
There's
go
no one to blame
far
but
into the dialogue
Corypheus.
tree.
Even Clarel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Then remember the intention.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Clarel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the... joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life.
Liliana. Oh, we spoke to Liliana already at the start, didn't we? And then I tried to speak to her again and I couldn't. Where are we going? We're going... Let's speak to Josephine. Because that's what the quest is telling me to do.
I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
You had no idea.
You couldn't have known it would lead to this House of Repose coming after you.
It still shouldn't have slipped past me. I've tracked down the last Du Paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royeaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Leliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royeaux?
I feel like we should do Josephine's.
We can solve this without more deaths on either side.
My people are ready, should you change your mind.
Thank you, Leliana.
I'll post a watch on our ambassador, in case the House of Repose visits.
Yes, that's definitely
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the Du Paraquets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royeaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
Speak with Josephine about the next move. I guess I'll do that now.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What's our next move?
You said I'd have to do some favors in Val Royeaux if we want to make the Du Paraquets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Du Paraquets as lords.
Okay. So, I think what I might do is I might go to the war table and send some people off on some quests, including this find the sponsor, and maybe if I can do the coal amulet thing as well. And then I might finish for the day. I hope that's okay. And then next time we can get some more power. And then maybe the end of next week it will be time for the Empress Celine quest, the Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts quest. That would be fun. Another main quest once we get... I think we need 10 more power, don't we? Let's see what we have. Yeah, so this one we need 30 power and we've got 20 power. And all of the quests I gave earlier.
What happened in Adamant is a shame.
I'm still
I'll just let
reeling
him
over
speak.
the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Right, find Crestwood's mare. Note to Skyhold's gate guards. I hear the mayor of Crestwood's been found. When he comes in, stick him in the holding cells. Let him stew there until the Inquisitor brings him out for judgment. Jailer Blythe. Gold 44. Okay? Yeah, I like the idea of powers. It's a good way to slow you down. I do too. I think it's really good. Locate the missing seekers. For a time, finding the missing seekers seemed to be impossible. Early indications pointed to these men and women heading one at a time into Ferelden, but here their trail went cold. A chance rumour regarding Ban Leven, a Ferelden nobleman who had not been heard from for months, led Inquisition agents to investigate Caer Oswin, and they too went silent. These events are connected, and it seems this is where the missing seekers will be found. And we get some more influence. Perfect. Right, now we need to do things. Obtain amulet for Cole. Regardless of whether Cole is a demon or a spirit, he remains vulnerable to Venatori binding magic. The Amulet of the Unbound, used by Raveni seers, is said to protect spirits from such magic. However, finding such an amulet in this part of the world will be difficult. Right. So, it looks like Liliana's doing this. I know a wealthy Orlesian noble whose private collection includes jewellery from all over Thedas. I doubt he would miss one piece. Okay, let's do that.
Inquisitor.
And then we should do Paraquet's one if we can. It looks like Josephine's busy, so we might not be able to. Destroying House of Repose contract. That's the Liliana one. Find the sponsors for the Paraquets. Oh no, Cullen can do it. And it doesn't even take that long. Making the Paraquet's nobility is the key to stopping the assassination plot on Josephine's life. The first step is gaining them a noble sponsor. Countess Dion is willing to help in exchange of news about her lover, Ellalie, a mage who went missing after the Mage-Templar War erupted. And Cullen says it's been a while, but we can have search parties comb the area where he was last spotted. Yes, let's finish with judging the mayor then. We've got everybody on quests because there was already, Josephine is already on one. So let's go back, let's save, and then let's judge, and then let's go. Shall we go with that? I understand him, so I just exiled him. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Okay, let's judge. Had 3 judgments today.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
He has a chance to prove it.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood? Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
Right, what can we do? We can give him to the Grey Wardens. We can exile him, which is what you said. Ferelden can lock him up. We're not giving him a clean death. We're not doing that one. We could give him to the Grey Wardens. I like that one. Let's do that.
The Blight was your undoing.
Getting a bit of
Let it
disapproval
also
there,
be your
but...
means of redemption. I give you to our allies in the Grey Wardens, to fight Darkspawn until the calling takes you.
I don't deserve the honor, your worship, but I'll do my best.
Okay. That was okay. I think that was fine. Yeah, the Grey Wardens are in shambles, but they'll need people. Right. So I think that's where we're going to end, standing right here at the edge of our throne. And we have 20 power. So next time we'll gain some more power so that we can once again do a main quest. So I'm excited for Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts, or Wicked Hearts and Wicked Eyes. The one that I can never remember the name for. He didn't do much wrong. No, you can sort of see his reasoning. It's like that thing that we were saying before where, you know, you can sort of understand where they're coming from. So, thank you for joining me, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Yes, I think it's a nice place to end too. So we'll do some more things tomorrow. Monday. I'll be back on Monday at 8 a.m. So that should be fun. And we do the same for flu outbreak, except the drowning, yes. So I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. It's getting quite warm in here, so I'm going to go outside for a bit. I think I nodded off. I'll watch the last 10 minutes later. It's been a long day. Yes, get some rest. Hi, Ixnay, good to see you. Yes, enjoy the rest of your sunny day. I hope the rest of the weekend is good for you. I'll be back on Monday and I'll have a YouTube video up tomorrow as well. Yes, I think that's it. We had a good day. I love that quest. I love Here Lies the Abyss. So it was really fun to do it in one stream. So I'll be off. Have a great day. Thanks for joining me and thanks for keeping me company in the chat. It was a really interesting conversation today. Yeah, great. Speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye.